From copywriting to Bollywood, Amrita Puri, daughter of HDFC Bank chief Aditya Puri, certainly has a creative streak. I talked to her about her journey in Bollywood as well as her latest clothing brand, Akuri by Puri. Amrita, great to have you on board. So clearly no banking dreams for you. Tell me how it began with your journey in Bollywood.
So it's not that I'd pre-decided, because obviously being from the family that I am, acting is not one of the career choices that one would naturally go for. So I was, I did my post-graduation in mass communication, and I was looking at then going and doing my master's degree in journalism. And then somewhere along the line, when I was studying for my GRE, I realized that I really love acting. So then my dad was like, why don't you do theatre on the side? So I did that, and then I was at O&M for a year, and I realized very soon that all I was doing was thinking of, okay, so I get done with work at this time, can I make it to rehearsal or not? Will I be able to do this play or not? And then I just decided that I should not play it safe and go for it.
Were you overwhelmed at all with all that your father had achieved as you were growing up?
Meanwhile, growing up, I didn't realize just how much he had achieved because he never made it obvious, or it never interfered with his personal time. So I don't know how he did it, but it's never been something that affected me or bothered me whenever I thought about my own career or life path.
So between theatre and Bollywood, what's more your forte?
So I would say for me it's more film, because I'm just someone who's very in the moment and impulsive and likes to go with it, and then once I'm done experiencing the emotion and the role, then I'm done.
And then to your passion for fabric, Akuri by Puri, how'd that happen?
My mum and I have always loved fabric, and we've traveled around a lot, and whenever we would travel, we would go into the local markets and start exploring what the different kind of fabrics were and different techniques. Passion for fabric led us to then start a clothing label, and then we started doing these pop-up exhibitions, and mum came up with Akuri by Puri, and then one thing led to another, and now I have a workshop and a brand.
So how do you plan to take the business forward? And Amrita, it's a very tough business. So how do you plan to stand out?
So as far as the clothing label goes, at this point I'm still keeping it small. I'm not getting in investors and looking at expanding, because that would require a lot more time and commitment, and when you have investors, and you're also answerable. So at this point, because I'm juggling various acting projects and the clothing label with mum, I'm still keeping it at a smaller scale so that it's enjoyable and manageable, and I'm able to move back and forth between the two. It's just clothing as a market. I find it very difficult to break into, because you're competing not only with Indian designers and other local designers, but you're also competing with high street brands like, Zara or H&M that are in the market and that have very low pricing because of their scale of production, So you have to sort of wait out and see, okay, how am I going to compete and where am I going to position myself? So we're learning as we're going along.
Aisha, Kaipoche, Blood Money, we've seen you in a lot of films. Where next?
The next thing you will be seeing me in is Judgmental Hai Kya. I'm also currently shooting for 4 more shots, season 2. But yes, there is exciting stuff in the pipeline. So it's going to be a fun year for me.
Okay, a quick Q&A then. Math is?
Confusing.
Okay, your most challenging role?
Aisha, because it was my first film also.
If I wasn't an actor, I'd be?
A clothing designer, which I am, or a journalist, which is what I was studying to be.
Oh, that's good to know. And the biggest lesson from my father?
How to make your money make money.
And finally, running a business is?
Tough and stressful.
Okay, wishing you all the very best, Amrita. Can't wait to see you in more projects.